Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another Weather Central forecast. Now, yes, I am able to make my live stream. I'm super excited about that, but I might sometimes have to get off of the stream for a second and go do something or something like that. So just be aware, but I am going to try to answer some questions about this upcoming snowstorm for you guys. So if you guys are just now joining, feel free to comment your guys' location down below, and we will try to start answering some of y'all's questions. I'm super excited for this. Hopefully this will be a little more professional than last time, because it was not very professional last time. Kind of just threw it together last second. But I'm pretty sure that I've gotten it down this time. I've watched a lot of meteorologists. I've watched Weather at a Glance, someone who's been really nice to me recently. Just kind of saw him on YouTube, and I was like, hey, I might as well ask him how he does his maps, because I think they're amazing how he does them. And next thing you know, he was really nice to me. And so yeah, if you guys want to, definitely go check out his channel. I don't think I'll have it in the link because I don't feel like doing that right now, but look up on YouTube Weather at a Glance. He's a great guy. Don't really know him too well, but from what I know, he's a really good guy. So definitely go watch his videos as well. So now we're going to be looking at this system. I'm not really going to get my drawing thing out, because I've realized that anytime that I have my drawing thing out, my frames decide to drop super quick, which, I mean, I have a really not very great computer, so I understand that, but I just really want it to be the best quality for you guys, even if it's not very, great as it is. I do want to try to make the best quality that I can. So if you guys did watch my last video, which I put out like an hour or so ago, you guys may know that parts of like around Amarillo, Texas are going to be getting in on some snow. Not really sure amounts right now, which I can look. But I think it'll be pretty minimal, maybe like 1/10 of an inch or something like that. Let's see here. 3/10 of an inch, maybe an inch in an isolated area. Or that definitely could be picking it up way too aggressively. If I do take a drink of my sweet tea, I'm very sorry, guys, if that's a little cringy for you guys. But like I said, I'm human, so I'm probably going to be drinking my tea at some point. So hope you guys don't get too annoyed by that. So this system kind of has intensified a little bit over the last model run, and this is also a different model from what we looked at. So there is probably a little bit of changes to it. Because I was looking at the rapid refresh, which is pretty similar to the high resolution rapid refresh, except obviously this one's high resolution and it gives a rapid refresh every hour, while the rapid refresh is every 3 hours. So this is just a little bit more accurate. We do see, it looks like, quite a bit of precipitation in Missouri. It looks like Nashville will get a beating out of this too if this model plays out, which will be very exciting. I know my brother goes to college in around Nashville, so that'll be very nice for him, for sure. Let's go ahead and look at amounts. Oh wow, yeah, so that has intensified quite a bit. It's brought this snow pretty far eastward, at least the bullseye. It's not really over, I mean, it's still around St. Louis. It's just not quite there though, if you know what I mean. Conway Springs, Kansas, sadly, looks very, very, I don't know how to explain it, not very interesting in terms of snowfall. Maybe 2/10 of an inch, but I don't expect much accumulation at this point, given what this model is showing. So it's kind of sad, but you guys will have a chance. I know I looked at you guys' long range, and you guys might even see snow. I mean, there's long range forecasts saying there's snow in 10 days, so there very well could be some snow. So that's definitely something to be excited about. We're going to go ahead and look at the Kuchera snow ratio, which I don't expect to change too much from this, because the temperatures will be right around 32, so that 10-to-1 ratio will hold pretty true. If we look here, I mean, not much of a difference. You can see northern Kansas getting a little bit more snow, but where the rain snow line is, or like where places are fighting for snow, it's not going to be a big difference. You can see it does bring around 4 inches in eastern Missouri, southeastern, I guess, which is kind of different. You do also see not that much. Oops, sorry, my dog is barking. Yeah, I'm sorry about that, guys. Hopefully the mic doesn't pick it up because I have a very low quality or high quality mic, but I don't know how really to work the mixer, so my volume's pretty low, and I just haven't really gotten to it yet. Didn't really feel like it, so hopefully you guys can't hear that. But we do look like even into extreme northern Alabama, we can maybe see a trace of snow. But like I said, I don't think that you guys will see any accumulation because it's so stinking warm down there. But it's definitely something that would be exciting if you guys at least saw some snowflakes, I guess. I'm hoping that we can get some people in here to the forecast. Would be better because then we can actually go over some stuff. I don't know what to do right now while I'm waiting. If you guys are watching this after the live stream, I'm just going to go ahead and tell you guys after next week. So this week and next week I will be super busy with sports at school and stuff like that. And I have a bunch of tests as well. But then our basketball season ends next week, so I will be able to do a lot more forecasting. And I will have a lot more free time on my hands, so to say, to make a lot more forecasts, which will be super exciting. I'm really excited for it. I'm also going to try to go into, trying to make my forecast more higher quality, doing anything like that. So let's see here. I'm going to pull a tab over here for a second. I'm going to type in the chat just in case anyone does have to exit out of this tab that I'm on right now. It should be fine, but I'll be just a second. I'm going to type it in the chat right now. County name or city, and I will give you guys a detailed forecast. There we go. By the way, make sure you guys like and subscribe so that you guys never miss any live streams like this again. I know that was really cheesy, actually. I shouldn't have said that. But it is kind of interesting, though, getting back to the weather topic, that this northern Kansas, boys, I'm going to do it. That's it. I brought out my drawing tool because I'm bad at explaining. It's crazy how, northern Kansas up here got, almost a foot of snow 2 days ago. No, a day ago. And they're already looking at another 4 to 5 inches. It kind of reminds me of my area. Once we got 8 inches of snow, and then out of the blue we just got another 6 inches. Man, it wasn't really lake effect because I live in Missouri, and we don't really see lake effect. So it might have been though if it was that cold, but I don't really think it was. But anyways, that's besides the point. Oh, there we go. I want to go ahead and look at the climate forecasting systems, what they're thinking for the next little while. Oh, I'm not on my live stream. I always need to have chat up, but I'm bad at that. So sorry, that was. Oh man, I'm really hoping that I get someone on here. If you guys are watching after, I think I've already said this. Make sure that you guys like and subscribe, so that you guys never miss a live stream like this. So that maybe I'll have someone to do a forecast for, I guess. But I feel like once we can start getting some people to subscribe and stuff, we'll be doing good. I'm just hoping that, because this is something that I really enjoy. So if I can get, the support, it'll be just great for me, I guess. I'm one of those people where if I don't see the success, I kind of question why I'm doing it. But when you're a small YouTuber and you get a dislike, I got really beside myself about that, and I was like, well, it's one person, and it might have been my fault. So kind of just have to get over that, and I need to, put more time and effort into my forecasts, and hopefully they will be a lot more efficient for you guys, and hopefully you guys enjoy how I present it. I know I'm ooh, look at this. Sorry, I just interrupted myself there. We have a big jet stream dip right here. That could be a polar air. When is that? February 6th. We're getting some of that Arctic air down here. You can see all the way down into parts of Nebraska as well. 14 to 22 degrees below average. It's quite significant. I'll be right back, guys. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. So, looking at the climate forecasting systems model, looks like we could have some Arctic air around for a day or so, dipping down pretty far down, and that could even be a early indication of a secondary snowstorm. Not really too sure at the moment, but like look at how south that goes. I mean, we've already seen this quite a bit. Like we saw Christmas system, but it was more like this. But that did produce some snow when we had that same sort of lineup. Just the only difference is it's more eastward and it's not really including as much of, or it's a lot. The center of this is a lot more westward. I didn't mean to say eastward. That's my bad. But it's just a little bit different, I guess. Placement wise, but it's the same exact setup in a way, if you know what I mean. Let's go ahead. I want to go to the GFS now because I'm really curious. I was around 264 hour. So I have not looked at this yet. So, oops. So the GFS, I mean, this was updated. I mean, it came out for me. I'm Central Standard Time. It came out around 4, because I'm an hour behind. So whenever it's fully done, it's 5 o'clock for me. So I don't have to wait as long, which is nice. But from right now, they had the bulk of that system in. They had some decent snowfall around Memphis area. I don't really know what Memphis is expecting at this point. Let's go ahead and check that out. Let's see what Memphis might see in terms of snowfall wise. Snow showers are possible Wednesday morning. Minor snow accumulation will be possible with possibly an inch falling near the Missouri-Arkansas state border. So they're talking about around Jonesboro area. I did look at Jonesboro's forecast, and it did look like they start off as rain, but then quickly transition to some snow, which, because there's so much moisture there, that will be a quick inch or two falling, which will be pretty nice for you guys especially. So this is what they're expecting, and this is from the Little Rock, Arkansas forecasting people from National Weather Service, and they are expecting a little line here of a half an inch to an inch in Hardy, Arkansas. But typical thing here, 0 to half an inch of snow at most. That's what they're thinking will accumulate. But there might be a little bit more snow falling out of the sky. Just probably won't accumulate at first. But it will be cool to see that snow fall out of the sky, like I said. We can go ahead and go to the Springfield, Missouri office, see what they're thinking here. Okay, so they're thinking an inch in Branson, an inch in Springfield, 2 inches in Gainesville, and as you move eastward, Rolla, Salem might see close to 3 inches, but they'll stay under that 2-inch margin. It is a pretty sharp cutoff, though. Because I live around this area right here. They used to be, they had like just a little narrow pocket here of an inch, and everything else was 0.1 to 0.2 inches. but they still have a decently sharp cutoff here of 1 inch in two major cities in Missouri, especially southern Missouri, Branson and Springfield, um, pretty populated areas. Uh, that is a really sharp cutoff, especially when you're talking about morning commutes, thinking when to cancel school or if you're going to cancel school or even just give it a late start. Let's look at timelines. They're expecting around 1 to 2 a.m. to start seeing some activity in southern Missouri. I do want to see, though, if there is. Let's look at the Wichita office, see what's going on there. By the way, I'm going to end the stream in 10 minutes. I only have until 8:45. I kind of forgot to say that beforehand. But just thought I'd try to get this stream in as quick as I could to update on the stuff that's going on. So, timing for the snow tonight. I guess Wichita is still in for seeing some snow. Great Bend and Medicine Lodge looking at seeing their snow around 5 to 7, so it looks like they will probably have already seen their snow. Wichita 7 to 9, so pretty soon we should maybe start seeing some snowfall reports. And then 9 to midnight, we're looking at Topeka, Emporia, Eureka, Chanute, and Coffeyville, I'm not really sure how to say that. Start seeing some snow. Let's go ahead and see what because I know that, when I was making my forecast, the really big questions were on Knoxville. Didn't really know what they were thinking. So Knoxville doesn't look like they have any accumulation for Knoxville. That's pretty surprising. I would have thought that they would have had at least a half an inch of snow. I wonder what they're thinking for Nashville as well. Because I know that was kind of like a big question as well. We'll see what they're anticipating. So they're thinking mostly rain at this time. The Nashville offices might not have updated, though. Issued January 8:08 p.m. So this was updated around 29 minutes ago. So it's fairly accurate, I guess. But still at this point, with all the models indicating, I do think that you guys will at least start seeing some snow. But maybe they're just thinking that since there's not an accumulation, it's not that big of a deal, which I do kind of agree with. Other than just a little slight scare that it's snowing outside. I'm sorry if you guys hear my dog. He is barking really loud. So looking at the radar, it looks like you might see some quick showers in that area in Memphis. I don't know what is going on here. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. So, looking here, looks like most of this is probably snow in this area down here in Wichita, because it is going to be that cold. So, it looks like we'll go ahead. I'm going to go to an AccuWeather Minutecast, because I do kind of like their minute forecasts. I actually called a couple days ago, and AccuWeather had it down to the minute. Actually, is pretty impressive. So I do want to see what their snow at heavy at times will continue for 60 minutes. So heavy snow for at least an hour, which is decent. You guys might pick up some accumulation. It's 25 degrees. I do expect some accumulation actually at this point, especially because it was very cold today. In terms for seasonal, we'll see if they're just getting this snow, or will they see snow past 9:30ish. If they don't, then that might be a sign that maybe it's ending all of these snow. But yeah, so it doesn't look like they see much after that, which is somewhat sad. But I mean, you do have some decent bands of snow, especially by Salina, Kansas. Up here, you're seeing, not heavy snow, but you're seeing some moderate snow. As you get into these darker greens over here by, I don't know what city that is. Let's see if we can find a city here. I'm not even going to try to pronounce that city, but Hillsboro, Kansas, you guys might start seeing some heavy snow pretty soon. Um, and this does really help us with an understanding for how the second system will go. Once we see how this first system's going, we'll know how much moisture just is there while we move on to this secondary system. We also, how we get our snow in this area right here is, obviously, it's kind of cool to start seeing now from radar. These two systems will collide, and since it's so cold, it will be all snow, and it will just have some moisture from the Gulf. It's not going to be crazy moisture, but it is still something. So you can kind of see this start to play out. It doesn't really move that much. Looks like Wichita maybe gets in some heavy bandings. This only goes out 5 minutes. Is that actually true? Thought it would go out more than 5 minutes. Oh, there we go. 8:31. Oh, this is past. So it's showing us what has happened. We do still see that snow up here in the New England area. Looks like right off the coast of Rhode Island, and maybe Providence is in that. Heavy snow. Off the coast, though, you're looking at some very, very heavy snow. So definitely be safe out there if you guys are in the New England area. Looks like you guys are seeing a brutal snow right now. Looking at the NAM Nest model, obviously kind of the same story. Let's see how they have these two systems converging. So that is practically what we've seen. It's just a couple hours behind, but these two systems, we have some snow up in Wichita. With that cold air, we can see where this blue line is where that freezing line is. Oops, it doesn't go down that far. Freezing line is around right here. So we can see maybe a couple showers, but I do expect that to be freezing drizzle at this point, if this really is that true freezing line. We will see, looks like a Little Rock will miss out once again, just by, probably 2 or 3 degree difference. It looks like there is some heavy banding of snow on the Missouri Arkansas border, which is some good news for you snow lovers. We'll go ahead and look at accumulation before we end this, because it is around 8:45. That is when I anticipated to be over with this. So, kind of the same story, maybe an inch or two in that northwest Arkansas, or the northeast Arkansas winter weather advisory, maybe 1 to 2 inches quick accumulation. Because I do expect you guys to see some rain out of this as well at the very, very beginning. But I do expect you guys to transition to snow fairly quickly. We have about an inch of snow in that winter weather advisory for southwestern Missouri. And then for that winter weather advisory over here, I feel like it was a little, I feel like it was played a little too soon. I don't think that there really, at this point, will be much snow, especially for down here, which I actually don't think that they issued an advisory for. Yeah, so they canceled, they did cancel some advisories while we were looking at some models. So that's pretty interesting to see. So that is an indication that this storm system is kind of making their way out of the south central United States. So that is some good news in terms of getting road conditions back to stable. So that is about it for this live stream. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will definitely be making a forecast. I'm pretty sure the next time I'll make a forecast is Friday. So definitely subscribe so you guys don't miss that when I do upload that. It probably will be on either a pattern change, or depending on if there's